Standing in my ivory wedding dress bouquet, trembling in my hands, I watched my mother walk up to me during the reception with that smile, the one I knew too well. My younger sister, Amber, trailed behind her, grinning. Mom leaned in close and said loud enough for everyone nearby to hear, "We're passing. The car his parents gave you over to your sister." Amber laughed, touching my arm. "Relax, Josephina, it's just a car." My groom, Derek, turned from talking to his parents, looked at them both and said in a voice that made the room go silent, "That car was a wedding gift too. My wife, you will not be taking anything from her, not today, not ever." The words hung in the air like smoke. The reception hall, which moments before had been filled with music and laughter, went completely quiet. I felt every eye in the room turn toward us. My mother's face flushed deep red, her smile frozen in place like a mask that no longer fit. "Derek, honey, I think there's been a misunderstanding," Mom said, her voice syrupy sweet but with an edge sharp enough to cut. "This is just a family arrangement. Amber needs the car for her new job, and Josephina, well, you two will share everything now anyway, right? What's yours is hers and all that." I stood there, my wedding bouquet of white roses and baby's breath shaking in my grip. I wanted to say something. Anything, but my throat felt closed. This was my wedding day, my wedding day. And here was my mother doing what she always did, taking something that was mine and handing it to Amber like I didn't matter. Derek's mother, Patricia, stepped forward, her face a mixture of shock and anger. "Diane, that car was a gift specifically to Josephina. Richard and I gave it to her 2 months ago because her old car kept breaking down. It's registered in her name. It was an early wedding present to her." "Well, that's very generous," Mom said, her tone turning icy. "But family helps family. Amber is struggling right now, and Josephina has always been so selfish with her things. She went to college while Amber didn't. She's gotten everything her whole life. The least she can do is help her sister out." Amber's eyes welled up with tears on cue. "I just need some help getting on my feet. I didn't think it would be such a big deal. You have Derek's money now, Josie. I have nothing. Derek's money." The words strung. Derek was a middle school teacher. We weren't wealthy. We'd saved for 2 years. For this wedding, kept it small and simple so we could afford a down payment on a house someday. The Honda Accord his parents gave me was worth $28,000, nearly new, reliable. My old car, a 15-year-old sedan, had died 3 times in 6 months. I'd been taking the bus to work, saving every penny. "Amber doesn't need our money," Derek said firmly. "And this conversation is over. Josephina's car is hers, period." My Uncle Frank, who'd been standing nearby with his wife, Carol, cleared his throat. "Maybe we should all just calm down and enjoy the reception. This isn't the time or place." But Mom wasn't done. "This is exactly the time and place. Josefina needs to understand that marriage doesn't mean abandoning your family. Your father, God rest his soul, would be so disappointed in the person you've become, bringing up Dad. She always brought up Dad when she wanted to hurt me. He died 6 years ago and I missed him every single day. After he passed, everything changed. Mom started favoring Amber more and more, and I became the one who was expected to sacrifice, to give, to put everyone else first. My father," I said, my voice finally working, "taught me to stand up for myself. He taught me that love doesn't mean letting people walk all over you." "How dare you," Mom hissed. "After everything I've done for you, this is the thanks I get. You're ungrateful, Josephina, you always have been." Derek took my hand, his palm was warm, steady. "We're leaving," he announced to the room. "Thank you all for coming to celebrate with us. We appreciate your love and support." He guided me toward the exit, and I went, my vision blurry with tears. As we passed by the gift table, I heard my Aunt Susan whisper to another relative loud enough that I caught it. "Diane's been planning this for weeks. She told me last month she already promised Amber that car." I stopped walking. Derek felt me freeze and looked at me. "What, she planned this?" I whispered. "Before the wedding even happened, she was going to take it from me no matter what." The betrayal hit me like a physical blow. This wasn't a spontaneous request, some desperate plea. In a moment of need, my mother had calculated this. She'd plotted to humiliate me on my wedding day, to take something that didn't belong to her too. Give it to my sister who hadn't worked for anything in her life. Derek's jaw clenched. Let's go, we're done here. We left our own reception an hour early, drove to the hotel where we were spending the night before our flight to Charleston for our honeymoon. In the car, Derek reached over and squeezed my hand. I'm sorry, I said, I ruined our wedding. You didn't ruin anything, he said. Your mother did, and I promise you, Josephina, she's never going to treat you like that again. Not while I'm around. I wanted to believe him, but I knew my mother. This wasn't over, not even close. 3 days later, Derek and I were walking along the waterfront in Charleston, South Carolina. The air smelled like salt and jasmine. Historic homes lined the streets, their porches draped with hanging baskets of ferns. It was beautiful, peaceful. For the first time since the wedding, I felt like I could breathe. My phone rang. Mom's name flashed on the screen. I'd ignored 7 calls from her already. Derek saw the screen and shook his head. Don't answer it, he said. This is our honeymoon. But guilt nodded at me. What if something was really wrong? What if someone was hurt? I answered. Finally, Mom's voice snapped through the phone. I've been trying to reach you for 3 days. We're on our honeymoon, Mom. What do you need? What I need is for you to stop being so selfish and think about your family. You embarrassed me in front of everyone at that reception. People are talking, Josephina. They think I'm a terrible mother because of you. My chest tightened. Mom, you're the one who tried to take my car in the middle of my wedding. It's not your car, it was given to the family, and Amber needs it. She has a new job and she can't get there without reliable transportation. If she loses this job, she'll lose her apartment too. Is that what you want? Your sister homeless because you're too stingy to share? Amber has a new job, I asked, surprised. Last I'd heard, she'd been unemployed for months. Yes, a very good job. She starts Monday, but she needs that car, Josephina. I co-signed on her apartment lease. If she can't make rent, I can't cover it. I'm on a fixed income. Do you want your sister on the streets? The guilt wrapped around me like chains. I'd spent my whole life being responsible, being the one who held things together. Amber had always been the baby, the one who needed help, who made mistakes that other people had to fix. After Dad died, Mom leaned on me even harder, expected me to pick up the slack. But I was tired, so tired. Think about it, I said, hatting how weak I sounded. You'll think about it. Your sister's future is on the line and you'll think about it. What happened to you, Josephina? You used to care about family. She hung up before I could respond. I stood there on the Charleston street, tourists moving around me, feeling like I'd been punched in the stomach. Derek put his arm around me. What did she say? I told him. He listened, his expression growing darker. It's manipulation, Josephina. Classic manipulation. She's making Amber's problems your responsibility. But what if Amber really does need help, then? Your mother should help her, or Amber should help herself. She's 24 years old. You're not her parent. That evening, while Derek was in the shower, I got another call. This time it was Patricia, Derek's mother. Josephina, honey, I hope I'm not interrupting, she said. I just wanted to check on you. Are you and Derek having a good time? We are, I said. Thank you for asking. Good. I also wanted to tell you something. Your mother called me this afternoon. She asked me for the car title paperwork. She said there was a misunderstanding and that the car was meant for the family to share, not just for you. My blood went cold. What did you say? I told her. Absolutely not. That car was a gift to you, specifically you, because we care about you and wanted you to have reliable transportation. I also told her that if she contacts me again about this, I'll be speaking to a lawyer. I won't have her harassing you or trying to manipulate us. Tears sprang to my eyes. Thank you, Patricia. Your family now, sweetheart. We protect our family. Don't let your mother guilt you into giving up something that's yours. You deserve that car. You deserve respect. After we hung up, I sat on the hotel bed staring at my phone. Derek came out of the bathroom, saw my face, and sat down next to me. She called your mom? He asked. I nodded. She's not going to stop. Then we need to stop her. But I didn't know how. How do you stop your own mother from hurting you when she's been doing it your whole life? The next day, Derek did something I didn't expect. He got on his phone and started scrolling through Amber's social Media, I watched over his shoulder as he went through her posts from the past 3 months. 2 weeks ago, Amber at a fancy steakhouse, caption reading, treating myself because I deserve it. 1 month ago, Amber at a concert, front row seats, holding up expensive-looking cocktails. 6 weeks ago, Amber showing off a new designer purse, the price tag visible in the reflection of the mirror, $495. This is someone who's struggling, Derek asked, turning the phone toward me. This is someone who's about to be homeless. I felt sick. Maybe Mom's been helping her. Derek kept scrolling. He found a post from 3 days before our wedding. Amber at a spa getting a massage and facial. Self-care Sunday, the caption. Read, then he found something else, a comment thread under one of Amber's pictures. Her friend Hannah had written, "Girl, when are you going to get a job?" Amber had responded, "Why would I, when Mom pays for everything? I'm living my best life." That comment was from 4 days ago. 4 days ago, when Mom called me saying Amber had a new job. There is no job, Derek said quietly. There never was. I grabbed my phone and called Mom. She answered on the first ring. Did you change your mind about the car? Does Amber really have a job? I asked. Silence. Then how dare you question me? I saw her social media. Mom, she's been posting about going out spending money. If she has a new job, when did she start? That's none of your business. And how dare you spy on your sister? This is exactly the kind of behavior that proves you don't care about family. You know what, Josephina, if you won't help Amber, then I have nothing more to say to you. Don't call me. Don't come to the house. You're not welcome anymore. Mom, please, I just want the truth. The truth is you're a selfish, heartless daughter, and I'm ashamed of you. She hung up. Sat there, phone in my hand, shaking. Derek pulled me into his arms. She lied, I whispered. She lied to manipulate me. I know, my own mother. I know, baby, I know. I cried in that hotel room in Charleston, mourning something I hadn't realized I'd lost until that moment. The fantasy of a mother who actually loved me more than she loved controlling me. We came back from our honeymoon to our small apartment in Portland. It was a 1-bedroom place, cozy with windows that looked out over the street. Derek had lived there for 2 years before we got married, and now it was ours. I tried to settle back into normal life, back to my job as an administrative coordinator at a medical office, back to routines and schedules. I sent Mom a text message. I'd thought carefully about what to say. Mom, I love you and Amber, but I can't give away the car. It was a gift to me and Derek, and I need it. I'm happy to help Amber find job resources and budgeting assistance if she needs it. I hope we can move forward. She didn't respond. Days passed, then a week, then 2 weeks. The silent treatment, I'd experienced it before many times growing up. Whenever I didn't do exactly what Mom wanted, it usually lasted until I apologized and gave in. But this time, Derek kept me strong. You did nothing wrong, he'd remind me every time I reached for my phone to text her again. You set a boundary that's healthy. Still, it hurt. I missed my mother, or maybe I missed the mother I wished I had. 3 weeks after we got back from Charleston, I was checking my email before work when I saw something strange. A notification from my bank. Your credit card application has been approved. I frowned. I hadn't applied for a credit card. I clicked on the email thinking it was spam, but it was from my actual bank with my account number and everything.